immediate support. Target is Yoke Tear 515. Yes, I know that's where the hell we are, but I don't expect to be here much longer. I call an artillery strike. Fall back. Move. I'm scared. Let's go help the paint. No, don't you do that. Come on, Smitty, you stay with me. Let's go, we gotta move. Everyone, off the ridge.
What is going on, my crypto fiends? Ryan Bertolo here at the Crypto Fiend Studios. Today we have a news episode talking about the current market, as well as talking about a couple of very exciting things happening in the market right now. So first off, thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel, whether you're subscribing or leaving a comment down below. You guys are absolutely awesome. And of course, if you find this video informative, don't be afraid to join the Crypto Fiend community. I also just recently posted about 50 minutes ago at the recording of this video a interview with the PumaPay CEO. So if you guys are interested, go check that video out. I thought it was a very good interview. Gives you a real good description about PumaPay, what they're trying to achieve, all that sort of stuff. So to start things off, we are going to be briefly looking at the market. As you guys can see, it crushes my heart so much, but it also gives me a little bit of hope in the sense of where I can accumulate a little bit more. But we are tanking right now. Bitcoin down around 9.2%, Ethereum down 12%, XRP down 12%, Bitcoin Cash down 17%. You guys get the idea. We are dropping dramatically right now. It seems like Bitcoin Cash is the largest loser as of right now. We have Basic Attention Token down 22%, Eternity down 19%. So right now, what the heck is going on with the market? So what I've been able to find, because you know, when it comes to trying to actually determine what's happening in the market, you're never going to get a real answer. So I'm going to do my best to give you guys a good perspective of what's happening right now. But in my opinion, I really think this is due to sort of a short squeezing of Bitcoin, as well as the overall market. We've been trending sideways for a very long time, sitting at these relatively steady rates that we finally broke out, and unfortunately we broke out to the downside. So we're going to be going over and doing a little bit of a technical analysis. Actually, I want to read this this one article real fast. Not this one, but this one. This talks about what's currently kind of happening in the market. So earlier today, we actually experienced the first ever death cross for Bitcoin since December of 2014. I know, that's pretty crazy. So what that means is that the 50-day moving average, it recently just dipped below the 200-day moving average. Now this was only on one specific exchange that this happened, so it's not a confirmation across all exchanges, but it is something to keep in mind that we are in this boundary where a lot is most likely going to be happening in the next couple days. So if we go over to our lovely chart, we're just going to be doing some basic technical analysis. You guys know I like to keep it basic on this channel, nothing too in depth, but So right now, where we currently stand, as you guys can see, we had a very, very large drop off this morning. I mean, we dropped off about, we'll say almost about $500. That's pretty massive. And as you can see, we have these Bollinger Bands right here, and they've been squeezing along this trend line for a good amount of time. Each candlestick is a 24-hour candlestick. So this has been going on for about 2-3 weeks now, and we finally have broken out of these Bollinger Bands, and unfortunately we did break down to the downside. Down here with the RSI, let me get rid of that. Down here with the RSI, you could see that we broke below the 30. That's a good indicator that we are definitely under bought right now. That's a good thing that we are seeing this. So we will most likely have a rebound probably within the next day to the upside. And as you guys can see from past history, this is really the lowest we've seen all this year for the RSI itself, as well as the lowest we've seen Bitcoin go since I believe May. So these are definitely not great signs right now, but we do have a good steady head of we are most likely going to be rebounding very soon. Of course, anything's possible. We can crash down to 0, but the likelihood of that happening is very, very low. So when it comes to the current moving averages, right here, let me double check this to make sure it's all correct. The 50-day is the yellow and the pink is the 200. So I believe on Poloniex was the exchange where the 50-day just recently passed over the 200-day, which is considered a death cross. So what that means is usually you can see an even larger downtrend, but considering it was on only one exchange that this happened on, I think we will be okay. Now, of course, nothing's guaranteed, but the way we are sort of setting ourselves up for the next couple months, I would be very surprised if we experienced a whole nother year of a bearish market or anything like that. I think this will definitely set us back a little bit, or this could really be what these institutional investors want to happen, so they can take this opportunity to jump on in, and this could be the start of the bull run. Keep in mind, last year's bull run started yesterday on November 23rd, on November 13th, and we are on November 14th today. So maybe this could be the one drop that we experience, and we do have this turnaround. I don't know, we will just have to wait. So that's all we're going to be looking at for technical analysis. Again, very basic to the point. We have been trending sideways for quite some time. It was bound to happen. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, but unfortunately we did break down to the end side. Now, for some of you investors, this may be good news for you guys. You might be happy that things are tanking a little bit so you can turn your fiat into crypto and get a little extra coin, or those that are invested, you could be skeptical, you could be nervous, you could be selling. I highly suggest don't selling. Of course, not financial advice, but I would not suggest doing that, especially at this low of pricing we're experiencing right now. A lot of people are saying that the price is really tanking due to Bitcoin Cash's hard fork, which I could definitely see. I've heard a lot of people over in China are very ambitious and excited for the hard fork, so we'll see what happens tomorrow with that. Personally, in my opinion, for the hard fork, I could really care less. I don't really pay attention to it that much. As you guys know, I haven't posted any news about it. I think it's really all drama, and in the end scheme of things, Bitcoin Cash and all the other forks, I think, are going to tank in the long term. Now, Bitcoin Cash has held most of its value mainly due to it being the first hard fork, and every single person that owns cryptocurrencies owns Bitcoin got free Bitcoin Cash, and they probably just held on to it. In my opinion, I think they're all going to disappear over time in the long term. And keep in mind, the people that are creating these hard forks are just rich whales that are really just in general manipulating the market. I mean, I guarantee Bitcoin Cash does have a small toll on what's happening to the market right now. Not that large of a toll, but I think it's just ridiculous how a couple guys with a lot of money can create their own form of Bitcoin and call it Bitcoin and manipulate it like Bitcoin, as well as have bitcoin.com as their own personal website where they can manipulate Bitcoin as well as their own currency whether it's news or whatever, on their website. So that's my little spiel about that. I could really care less about the forks. I'm not buying Bitcoin Cash so I can buy into these forks or accumulate these forks. It's definitely cool if you guys are into that thing, but just be cautious when it does happen. Most likely both Bitcoin Cash and this other Bitcoin, I think it's Bitcoin Cash SV, they're both most likely going to tank within the day. So just keep that in mind. Be cautious. I really don't suggest holding on to them for a long period of time, but of course it's all your own decisions. So that's that. So the next thing I want to talk about is CleanDesk. CleanDesk actually just released this very interesting tool that can be very beneficial to all of us. So they just released Economics Explorer. So it's pretty much this tool where you can measure different cryptocurrencies based on a bunch of different factors. So right here they say it's based on 28 factors related to the price, exchange, network effect, developer base, and social data, and it allows you to measure cryptocurrency assets against each other and against Bitcoin. So this is a really cool feature that I am going to start using, and I suggest that you guys maybe check it out, where you can really determine if a project is worth it, not worth it, where they currently stand with development, all that sort of stuff, as well as social media, if people are paying attention to them, all that sort of stuff. So this is a tool I could definitely see being widely used in the future, to give you a safe state of mind that you're investing in something that's actually productive and is getting stuff done. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll probably share that with you guys in future videos of me actually using the tool and stuff, but I just wanted to give you a quick breakdown. So some exciting news happening in crypto, or is this the reason why the crypto market is crashing right now? Bank of America wins patent for storing clients' crypto holdings in enterprise accounts. So I talked about this probably like 3 months ago, where Bank of America announced that they want to store people's cryptocurrencies. So kind of like storing your cryptocurrencies on a public private ledger, if that makes any sense, where I can give Bank of America my crypto, they will store it for me safely, and of course I will have insurance to back it up. So say for any reason that bank gets hacked or something and my cryptos get stolen, I can have a safe state of mind that I will get those funds back through Bank of America. So I think this is definitely beneficial in the long term of things. I think it may take some time for people to actually want to use this, and I think when this will actually really be utilized, it's when mass adoption occurs, when we have elderly and baby boomers really starting to jump into cryptocurrencies, and they want to store them somewhere safely and not necessarily on a Ledger Nano S or a wallet on your desktop. This would be the perfect alternative, and keep in mind this would probably be most beneficial to people that are not constantly trading cryptocurrencies. You would want to store them with Bank of America for cryptos that you're going to hold for multiple years. So I see the pros and the cons, more pros than cons in my opinion, but it will take some time for this to really come into fruition. Another thing I thought was very interesting is that they filed this patent in mid-June of 2014. So guys, this is not the time institutions have been looking into cryptocurrencies. They started looking into them back in 2014, 2013, and it's just now that they're finally bringing out their products. They're bringing out the development of their companies for blockchain and cryptocurrencies, and we're all just starting to see it now. So I hope this gives you a good understanding of the future for crypto. Bank of America, one of the largest banks in the world, finally just won the patent for this product, and they've been working on it for 4 years now in the dark, not telling anyone, and finally we have a little bit of information. So that's all the news I have for you guys today. Again, not much going on. I just wanted to keep you up to date on what's really happening with the market right now. Let's refresh this real fast. So Bitcoin did drop did increase 1%. So maybe we are working our way back up. There's really no way to tell till later on today and tomorrow. But what we have really seen from the past when we've experienced big drops like this is the next day we usually see a sea of green. So we'll probably experience that tomorrow. Let me know down below what you guys think about this market. what you think is going to really be happening within the next month or two with cryptocurrencies, with all this exciting development and institutions coming into the space, all that sort of stuff, as well as new content you guys would like to see on the channel, because I love making content for you guys, but I want to make sure you're enjoying it. So let me know if you enjoy the news, if you enjoy the interviews, the reviews, the tutorials, all that sort of stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did find this video informative and you're not a part of the community already, don't be afraid to join in and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next.